the financial district, we'll go through Greenwich Village and all that. We're going to see a lot of lower lying buildings, and that's because the Manhattan just is way far in the ground. But in Central Park, it's just lying there like a design element. By the way, look to your right. You see the circular building? That is literally the famous Revlon building that is meant to look like lipstick. So yeah, and you know what's actually kind of interesting too? There you go. Wow, very good. That's really good. Yes, that's Madoff. That's where. How did you know that?
I just saw a thing on him and I remember seeing that building.
There you go. Very good. That's impressive. Yeah. This is a smart bus. Yeah, you said the other bus is smart. No, you didn't say that. You said this is a smart bus. The smart bus. Oh, y'all are smart. Yeah, that was kind of a big deal in town. Actually, and funny, I saw Bernie Madoff's wife in the subway a couple of times, which is really wild because probably before this situation, she would have never ridden the subway. And when I recognized who she was, she looks very much like what she you see pictures of. I was staring at her and was like, is that her? Is that Miss Madoff? And she was looking around like she was nervous and B, kind of wanting to get looked at, like almost. You could tell that she was kind of like, I don't know, it was definitely her. It was definitely her. Yeah. But anyway, that was a big deal in town. But anyway, okay, so does anybody have the, I'm sure we all have interesting hobbies, but there, if anybody is a bird watcher, a birder, a famous thing to do is to go bird watching in Central Park. There's over 250 different species of birds. That makes it literally a bird mecca. Part of the reason for that is because it is on the pathway of what do you call when birds fly from one point A to point B? Do you know that? They're traveling. Thank you. It's that tricky little M word, migration. So yeah. So anyway, so you're gonna see like people walking around with like really expensive looking telescopes and things like that. And there's a reason for that. It has more than 20,000 trees and all different types. You know what's really interesting, you guys? Okay, when we go looking around the park, you're going to see these benches, and on these benches they have these little plaques. Okay, so here's the thing: if you how the parks keeps up the park is through income from quote unquote selling these benches. So which is the coolest thing in the world. If you look at those little plaques, the plaque is like $10,000. It actually goes up from there. It kind of depends on where it is in the park because there are more high trafficked areas. But that is a major fundraiser. You literally buy a plaque, but the crazy thing is you can put anything you want